Did you know that most people with chronic illness stay sick longer because they're trying to fix symptoms one at a time instead of supporting their entire healing system? I know that sounds crazy because we're so used to hearing that the answer is finally finding the perfect doctor, the perfect diagnosis, or the next miracle supplement. And while those things can certainly help, today I'm going to share 3 things that completely changed my life and helped me go from being consumed by Lyme disease, Morgellons symptoms, chronic inflammation, skin issues, exhaustion, and nervous system dysfunction, to finally waking up and thinking about life again instead of my symptoms. My name is Megan, and I'm the founder of Megan's Miracle Studio. After years of struggling with chronic Lyme disease, Morgellons symptoms, severe skin problems, inflammation, fatigue, and feeling like I had exhausted every option, I discovered that true healing wasn't about finding one magical cure. It was about supporting my body as an entire system. Using that approach, I transformed my own health and built a complete healing system that now helps thousands of people around the world through our products, coaching programs, and supportive community. Today, my mission is to help others stop feeling alone, take back control of their health, and start living their lives again. So what's the big idea? The truth is that healing isn't about finding one miracle treatment. It's about supporting the body as a complete system while addressing the physical, emotional, and environmental factors that keep people stuck. When you stop fighting symptoms individually and begin supporting your body as a whole, everything starts to work together differently. The goal isn't just to have fewer symptoms. The goal is to wake up thinking about your life again, not your chronic health symptoms. Today, I'm going to share 3 secrets that helped me and so many others finally start moving forward, so you can spend less time obsessing over your health and more time getting back to the people, activities, and dreams that matter most to you. And I know what you're thinking. Megan, I've already tried everything. Trust me, I understand. I felt the exact same way. I tried countless treatments, protocols, doctors, and supplements, only to end up frustrated, exhausted, and wondering if anything would ever work. But what I'm going to share with you today isn't about doing more random treatments or chasing another miracle cure. It's about understanding the missing pieces that most people never address and using a complete support system that works together instead of relying on one thing to do all the heavy lifting. No single product, practitioner, or protocol changed my life on its own. It was the combination of physical support, nervous system regulation, community, and a whole body approach that finally allowed me to move forward. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Most people with chronic illness make the same mistake. They spend years chasing symptoms instead of supporting the entire body. I know I did. If my skin was flaring, I focused on my skin. If I was exhausted, I focused on energy. If my joints hurt, I focused on inflammation. If my nervous system was overwhelmed, I looked for something to calm it down. But eventually I realized something that changed everything. The body doesn't operate in separate pieces. Everything is connected. Your immune system affects your nervous system. Your nervous system affects your fascia. Your fascia affects your lymphatic system. Your gut affects your skin. Your emotional stress affects your physical symptoms. And when one part of the system struggles, everything else has to compensate. That's why so many people spend years trying one thing after another without getting the breakthrough they've been hoping for. The biggest shift in my healing journey happened when I stopped asking, how do I get rid of this one symptom? How do I support my body as a complete healing system? That mindset changed everything. Instead of looking for one magic answer, I began building layers of support that work together. Physical support, emotional support, community support, products that complemented one another, and most importantly, I stopped allowing my symptoms to become the center of every decision I made, because healing isn't just about surviving. It's about getting your life back. So if the answer isn't finding one magic solution, what does supporting the body as a complete healing system actually look like? Well, that brings me to secret number 2. Why the people who make the most progress usually stop relying on a single tool and instead build layers of support that work together. The people who make the most progress stop looking for one magic cure and start building layers of support. One of the biggest mistakes I made was believing that one doctor, one supplement, one protocol, or one treatment was going to fix everything. I wanted one answer, one solution, one thing that would finally make all of the suffering disappear. But real healing rarely works that way. The body is incredibly complex. And because everything is connected, different areas often need different types of support at the same time. For me, that meant learning how to support my body in multiple ways instead of placing all of my hope into one thing. It meant supporting my fascia, supporting my skin, supporting my nervous system, supporting my immune function, supporting my emotional health, and surrounding myself with people who actually understood what I was going through. That was a huge turning point because healing stopped feeling like an endless search for a miracle and started feeling like a system that I was building one step at a time. Today, that's still the philosophy behind everything we do at Megan's Miracle. Different tools can serve different purposes. Some people benefit from therapies that support fascia and mobility. Others focus on skin support, nervous system balance, or building a strong community around them. The goal isn't to find one thing that does everything. The goal is to create layers of support that work together so your body has the best opportunity to heal and recover. And perhaps most importantly, you don't have to do it alone. Because when you're surrounded by people who understand your journey, everything becomes a little less overwhelming. But even after I understood that healing was about supporting my entire body, there was still one thing keeping me stuck. And honestly, I think this is the biggest challenge most people face with chronic illness. Because if you feel completely alone in your journey, if nobody around you understands what you're going through, it's incredibly difficult to keep moving forward. And that brings me to secret number 3. Why finding the right community can be one of the most powerful parts of the healing journey. The fastest way to stay stuck is to heal completely alone. One of the hardest parts of chronic illness isn't always the physical symptoms. It's feeling like nobody understands what you're going through. Your friends try to understand. Your family tries to help. Your doctors do the best they can. But unless someone has lived it themselves, it's hard to explain what it's like to wake up every day thinking about symptoms, pain, fear, and uncertainty. I remember feeling completely alone. I missed the person I used to be. I missed making plans without worrying about my health. I missed waking up excited about life instead of wondering how I was going to make it through another day. And eventually, I realized something that changed everything. Healing isn't just physical, it's emotional too. The people around us matter. The conversations we have matter. The hope we hold on to matters. Because when you're surrounded by people who understand your struggles, celebrate your wins, and remind you that you're not crazy and you're not alone, you begin to believe that change is possible again. And that's one of the reasons I created Megan's Miracle. Not just to offer products or coaching, but to build a community where people living with chronic illness can support one another and share what they've learned along the way. Because nobody should have to walk this journey alone. And while every person's path looks different, one thing I've learned is this. The people who keep moving forward are rarely the people who do everything perfectly. They're the people who stay connected. They ask questions, they learn. They take one small step at a time, and they refuse to give up on themselves. The goal isn't just to reduce symptoms. The goal is to become yourself again. To wake up thinking about your family, your dreams, your hobbies, your future, your life, not just your chronic health symptoms. And that is possible, one step at a time. So now you know the 3 biggest lessons that completely changed my own journey. Secret number 1, stop treating symptoms as separate problems and start supporting your body as a whole. Secret number 2, build layers of support instead of searching for one magic answer. And secret number 3, Don't try to heal completely alone. That's exactly why I created the Megan's Miracle community, coaching programs, and healing resources to give people a place where they can learn, connect, and take practical next steps together. Let me show you what that looks like. Now, I know what you're thinking. Megan, I've already tried everything. Or maybe you're thinking, my case is different. Or nothing seems to work for me. Maybe you're thinking, I've spent years looking for answers and I'm still struggling. Trust me, I understand. I felt the exact same way. The tricky thing is that most people believe they need to find one magical treatment, one perfect doctor, or one missing piece that will solve everything. But what I discovered is that healing isn't about finding one miracle. It's about building a complete support system that works together. It's about supporting your body physically. It's about regulating your nervous system. It's about finding a community that truly understands what you're going through. And it's about taking small, consistent steps instead of trying to do everything perfectly. The truth is, you don't need to have all of the answers before you begin moving forward. You just need the right support, the right people around you, and a system that helps you take the next step. Because no matter how long you've been struggling, no matter how many things you've already tried, there is still hope. And there is still a path forward. That's exactly why I created what I call the Megan's Miracle Healing System. A complete approach that combines physical support, education, community, coaching, and practical tools so people don't have to navigate chronic illness alone. What makes this different is that we don't believe in one magic cure or one miracle product. We believe that different people need different kinds of support, and that healing works best when multiple pieces work together as part of a complete system. That's why we've created a community where people can access physical support through products that complement one another, one-on-one coaching and guidance from someone who has personally walked this journey, a private community filled with people who understand what most others never will, educational resources that help people feel empowered instead of overwhelmed. And the beautiful thing is, when you stop trying to do everything alone and start building layers of support, amazing things can happen. People begin feeling hopeful again. They start making plans for the future. They reconnect with hobbies, family, and relationships. They stop thinking about symptoms every waking moment and start thinking about their life again. And as someone who has personally lived through chronic illness and now helped thousands of people around the world, my greatest passion is helping others feel less alone and more supported every step of the way. That's why I created Megan's Miracle, to build the kind of community, resources, and support system that I wish I had when I was still struggling. Because healing isn't just about surviving, it's about reclaiming your life. If today's training resonated with you, I'd love to invite you to take the next steps in your journey. The truth is, you don't have to figure everything out alone. Over the years, I've built a complete support system designed to help people feel more supported, more empowered, and more hopeful as they move forward. So here are 2 ways you can continue. One of the biggest lessons I learned on my own journey is that healing is rarely about one thing. It's about creating layers of support that work together. That's why we've developed products that complement one another and fit into a complete support system. From snow polytherapy kits and bee venom therapy kits to GHKCU products, skincare, and self-care resources, everything we offer is designed to help people build a stronger foundation instead of relying on one thing to do everything. Click the links below this video to explore our complete product system. Or, if you're on our website already, simply go to Megan's Miracle Studio and use the search bar to look up specific products, therapies, or topics that you are interested in. Sometimes what we need most is personalized guidance from someone who has personally walked this journey. If you'd like help creating a plan that makes sense for you in your unique situation, I'd love to work with you one-on-one. During our coaching calls, we'll discuss your goals, your questions, and practical next steps so you can move forward with more confidence and clarity. Click the link below this video to book a coaching call with me. Or you can visit Megan's Miracle and simply search phone call or consultation in the search bar to find my coaching options. No matter which path you choose, just remember, you are not alone. There is hope, and there are people who understand exactly what you're going through. I truly believe that the combination of physical support, education, and personalized guidance can help people start thinking about life again, not just their chronic health symptoms. I can't wait to help you take the next step. One thing I've learned through my own journey is that healing doesn't begin when everything is perfect. It begins when we decide to take that next step. For years, I kept telling myself, maybe next month. Maybe after I do more research. Maybe after I find the perfect answer. But the truth is, the longer we wait, the longer we stay stuck in that same pattern, asking the same questions and feeling the same frustrations. Real change happens when we take action, even if it's done one small step at a time. Whether that's exploring products that align with your goals, investing in personalized coaching, or simply continuing to educate yourself, every step forward matters. And that's exactly why I've created so many resources, products, and tools to help people take those next steps with confidence and support. Our product line continues to grow. Our educational resources continue to expand. And my availability for one-on-one coaching is always limited because I work personally with each individual. So if something you've heard today resonates with you, don't wait another 6 months. Don't wait another year. Take the next step today. Click the links below this video to explore the products that may fit your needs or book a coaching call with me if you'd like more personalized guidance. Because your future self will thank you for starting now instead of waiting for that perfect moment. And remember, you deserve to wake up thinking about your life again, not just your chronic health symptoms. We're always here to help people who are struggling with chronic illness, feeling overwhelmed, and searching for answers. And while today's training only covered the 3 biggest lessons that completely changed my own journey, this is really just the beginning. Every single day, I speak with people who feel exactly the same way I once felt. Alone, exhausted, frustrated, and wondering if things will ever get better. The good news is, you do not have to walk this journey alone. That's exactly why I've spent years building the Megan's Miracle Healing System, a complete support system that combines physical support, education, personalized coaching, and practical tools to help people move forward one step at a time. If you're ready for the next step, I encourage you to click the links below this video and explore the products that may fit your goals in your unique journey. And if you'd like more personalized guidance, you can also book a one-on-one coaching call with me. We'll talk about your questions, your experiences, and practical next steps that make sense for you. Or if you're already on the website, simply use the search bar to explore different products or search phone call to find my coaching options. I truly believe that healing is bigger than any one product, one protocol, or one person. It's about building a complete support system that helps you feel stronger, more hopeful, and more connected as you move forward. And that's what Megan's Miracle is all about. So thank you for spending time with me today. Thank you for trusting me with your story. And thank you for allowing me to be a small part of your journey. I can't wait to see what the future holds for you. Because remember, you are not alone. There is hope. And you deserve to wake up thinking about your life again, not just your chronic health symptoms.